created Fabricated Chicken here. It is the cheapest way to do chicken. I got this guy right here for 78 cents a pound. And I hear people talking, oh, I got boneless, skinless chicken breast for $1.99 a pound. You can do so much better than that. Really? And what you want to look for when you're picking out a chicken is you want to make sure that the skin's not, that the flesh isn't mushy. Give it a little poke. The wingtips to be dark. No funky color in the skin. Stuff like that. So, all I've got here is a cutting board, my chicken, and a knife. And this particular knife is the easiest one to work with for this job. It's called a boning knife. Simple enough. Not a lot of tools, but you get a whole lot of meals out of this. And what's funny is the other day I was doing one of these and the refrigerator was kind of hyperactive and it sort of froze it, so I kind of had to work the joints loose again in the chicken, so it was like giving the chicken a workout before I even got started. Alright, easiest way to get started, you see where the skin is stretching out there between this muscle and this muscle? Give that a little slit right there. See, as of yet, we still have not cut into any meat, just the skin. What you're going to do is you're going to pick it up, you're going to pull back on that leg, and you see that bone popping up there? That tells you where to cut. What you're going to do is cut along back in here, behind that bone, getting as much meat as you possibly can before hitting bones back in here. And that easy, you've got a leg quarter. Now, you can pay more and get that already done for you, but I personally don't care to. I like to do it myself and pay things like, say 78 cents a pound. Once again, pull the leg back, pop that bone out of joint. Now, if you prefer separate thighs and drumsticks, which I'm not going to do because I want to keep this as leg quarters for the meals I'm going to do, but just, once again, pop the bone out of joint right through here, and you can kind of reach in right here and feel where the joint comes together and cut right through the joint. Don't try to cut the bone. Alright, leg quarters. Now, to get the breast meat, feel right where the breastbone is, right there. Make a slit all the way down to the bone. And what you'll do is, now coming down the side of the bone here, follow little slits like this. Follow the collarbone, which you see right here is the wishbone. See, I'm riding right along that collarbone. And the rib cage. And the better you get at this, the more meat you're going to get out of it. So it's worth practicing. I want to save as much of the skin as I possibly can, because when you cook it up, it gets all crispy and wonderful. Now, yet another reason I don't buy boneless, skinless chicken breast. Now, I'm getting to the point where I've got the breast right here, but I'm getting up to the wing, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the shoulder out of joint just like I did at the thigh. I'm going to cut right between the bones there. And now I've got wing and breast attached. And I'm going to come down right here and just cut that wing off. And I have a chicken breast. Flip it over. See this little piece of meat right here? Cut right off. Boom. Chicken tenderloins. How much do you pay for these in a bag? Too much. Now, for the wing, I'll cut that little skin there. Pop the joint. Cut right between there. And get rid of that little wing tip. There's nothing you can really do with that unless you're going to make broth or stock or something. Cut that flap of skin between these two. Once again, pop the joint. cut between them. And what I do is I put these in a plastic freezer bag and I save them, and when I've collected enough, we do hot wings for dinner. Same with the little tenderloin. Once I've collected enough of those in a little freezer bag, we do chicken tenders for dinner. I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. Coming down the side of that rib cage. And the collarbone. You can pretty well see the wishbone on both sides now. Bring in a little bone with that one. A little too close. And cut through the skin there. Once again, about to the point where it's time to pop that shoulder out of joint. Feel in there. There it is. And there you go. I can either save this frame with bones to make super stock out of, or throw it away. And a little bitty bone right there. Like I said, I got really close on that one. Again, going to separate the wing from the breast. Cut that little fold of skin right there. Pop it. Cut between the bones. Don't try to cut through the bones. Cut this flap of skin right here. Pop the joint. Cut between the bones. And what do you know? I'm done. Now, if you want to have skinless chicken breast, just grab this little flap of skin, pull it off. It's that simple. That's all you gotta do. Yeah, it takes longer the first several times, but you get used to it. You can do this in about 6 or 7 minutes.